sitting crisscross applesauce or the best of your ability, okay? You're gonna move the fleshy parts of your like butt out of the way so that your bottom of your tailbone and your sits bones are sitting pushed into the ground, okay? Inhale your shoulders up, exhale, rotate them back. Inhale up, exhale to rotate. You're gonna do this on your breath, okay? So you inhale and exhale. Right now you can inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Eventually we'll go just to inhaling and exhaling through your nose if you can. Don't ever hold your breath if I don't give you a breathing cue. Just continue the movements on your breath, okay? Now next time your shoulders are down, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Take some deep breaths and then stretch out the left side of your neck. Roll your head down towards your chest and then come up onto the left side and take some deep breaths, stretching out that right side of your neck. Roll down to the right, stretch that left side. Roll down to the left, stretch the left side. And bring your head up to the center. Whenever we bring our arms up, we want to bring them up our side body, okay? So we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, you're going to forward fold over your legs. Just place your hands on the mat in front of you, wherever you can reach, okay? Try to drop your head and relax your shoulders down to whatever spot you can. It's gonna be tight. We're gonna warm up, it'll be okay. With each inhale, try to fill up your lungs all the way. With each exhale, try to bring your chest a little bit closer to the ground, okay? Inhale, sit up, arms up. And we're gonna exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to twist. This is called flowing when you move with your natural breath, okay? Inhale up, exhale to twist. Inhale up, exhale to twist. Inhale up, last side, left side. Inhale, arms up. You're gonna put your hands together, point your fingers released, okay? Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, you're gonna bend, side bend to the right. Oop, don't fall over. Try to keep your arms pointing up nice and tall and bend at the waist. Inhale up straight, exhale to the left. Mike, you need more yoga in your life.
This is horrible.
It's okay.
I feel like the
Inhale up,
keep falling.
exhale to the right. To the right again, yes, there you go. It's okay, Abner's having a hard time too. You just can't see him because he's behind you.
They say that's supposed to be at the back. But no one can see you.
Inhale, that's not normally true. Normally, exhale to the left. Yoga studios normally have mirrors so the teacher can see all around, no matter what direction they're facing. So normally it doesn't matter. We just don't have mirrors on that back wall. Inhale up, Exhale, forward fold again. Take some nice deep breaths. Relax your head, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Inhale, roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Now you're gonna switch which leg is in front.
Whoa.
So this one's gonna be the weird side. There you go. Now you're gonna inhale up and you're gonna forward fold. Are you yogiing with us?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. You can come in here if you're on break.
It's Mike's legs.
It's Mike's legs for me. He watches me teach every Tuesday, Thursday class, so he's highly entertained right now. He's like, what is happening to my friends over here?
This is too quiet.
Inhale up. I mean, we don't have, I'm almost never quiet in yoga classes. Exhale to the right.
That's like too calming. The music? You say it's too calming? No, yoga. Oh, it's wonderful. Stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really relaxing.
Inhale up, exhale to the left. That's okay, just do the opposite side, that's fine. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left.
You'd be a horrible swimmer. This is fun.
Inhale up, exhale forward fold. This will help a ton with jujitsu because you have to be super flexible to get in the proper movements in jujitsu. So yoga really helps with it. Try to walk your fingers out a little bit further. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale up, and bring your hands down, heart center. Okay, this is one of those times I'm going to move. Relax your shoulders there. There you go. Yeah, I'd rather you like have your knees up than be hunched over. Back straight. There you go. I'm gonna turn to the side. You guys are not going to turn, okay? Okay. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees. This is our tabletop position. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, okay? Toes are relaxed on the top of the mat, okay? We're gonna do cat-cows. So you're gonna exhale and you're gonna round like a cat, pushing all the air out of your lungs, bringing your belly button to your spine. Then you're gonna inhale and you're gonna arch your back, bring your tailbone to the sky and your chest to the front of your mat. Don't pull with your neck, lead with your chest. Exhale to your cat. Inhale to your cow. On your own breath, guys. You okay?
Yeah, they just keep falling out.
Oh, okay. Abner, widen your hands a little bit. There you go. Not that much, just a little. There you go. Because you want to be able to press through to get that arch. This is going to help to warm up your vertebrae, bringing new fluid and lubrication to those joints. So each vertebrae connects with a joint. It's also going to warm up the muscles. You have a lot of muscles in your back that attach to the sides of your vertebrae. So this will help warm up all of those muscles before we do anything super crazy. And I mean, like, crazy is a loose term in this class.
I agree with downward dog.
Downward dog might be the craziest we get to today. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys your resting position. So from your tabletop, if you ever need to rest, what I want you to do is child's pose. So your toes are together, your knees come wide, bring your hips back to sit on your heels, and bring your arms out in front of you and rest your head flat on the mat. So this is a resting pose, but it's also stretching out your ankles, compressing your knees, compressing your hips, stretching your back, stretching your shoulders. So it's doing a lot of things while you rest. Pushing together. So in yoga, whenever we push something together and when we release that, it brings new fluids into that area to help flush things out. All right, so now from here, you guys are all in child's pose. You're gonna put your hands so they're a little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? Your fingers are facing me, your wrist creases are facing me, your elbow creases will also be facing me. We're gonna put the toes into the mat and we're gonna come up into our downward dog and we're gonna point our tailbone to the sky and head goes between the biceps. You can have bent knees, that's totally fine. You just want to make sure that your tailbone is scooped up towards the sky. And you're going to breathe here. This is also a resting pose. So if you ever need more time for whatever we're doing, you can push back into downward dog at any time. Try to bring your shoulder blades down your back. And take some nice deep breaths here. On your next inhale, you're gonna walk your hands forward to the top of your mat, okay? Toes are together. Fingers are still facing forward. You're in a forward fold. You can have your knees bent if you need to. That's totally fine as long as you are relaxing your upper body, okay? Now, we're gonna inhale half up. We're just gonna straighten our back up. We're only halfway stood up with a flat back. Then you're gonna exhale and forward fold again. You're gonna inhale and you're gonna bend your knees, bringing your seat closer to the ground. You're exhaling, you're gonna straighten through the legs. Inhale, bring the glutes towards the ground. Exhale to straighten the legs. Do that on your own breath. Next time that you're straight, stay there. And inhale, you're gonna reverse swan dive. So you're gonna stand all the way up, arms are coming up your sides. You're in your extended mountain pose, hands above your head. Go ahead and let your arms come down. We're gonna roll the shoulders again. Inhale up and roll. Exhale to down. Inhale up, exhale down. So this is our Tadasana, when we stand with our shoulders back, palms forward, toes together. This is our Tadasana, or a mountain pose. This is the beginning of a lot of our flows that we do in yoga. So Tadasana, or mountain pose, is here. When you inhale and extend up your arms, this is extended mountain pose. Go ahead and inhale and extend up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, you're gonna step to the top of a push-up. And we're gonna go through our chaturanga. If you need to set your knees down to watch for a second, go ahead. When you chaturanga, you're in the top of a push-up. It's kind of like a tricep push-up, but you rock forward on your toes. You come down with an exhale, really slow. And then you can place your lower body on the ground because we're gonna inhale into a cobra. Go ahead and chaturanga. And then when you're down, your ankles are together, your knees are together, your glutes are activated, and you're gonna use your lower back muscles. Probably don't do this, Olivia.
Yeah, I was like,
And you're gonna inhale your chest up just a little bit. It's a very small movement. You're not pushing with your hands, okay? We will do up dog, but not yet. We're just warming up our back muscles still. And then exhale to your downward dog. Take some nice deep breaths here. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Forward fold.
walk my hands forward.
Your feet forward to your hands. That's what I meant. If you can walk your hands forward to meet your feet, that's fine too. It's very talented. Inhale halfway up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees a little bit. Reverse swan dive, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. Then you're gonna stand in your Tadasana, your mountain pose. We're gonna do that exact same flow 2 more times with your breath, so it's gonna go a little bit faster, okay? You can take your time, do your full inhales and your full exhales, but you're moving on your own breath, okay? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step to the top of a push-up, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. 5 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3, keep your shoulders away from your ears. 4, 5. On your next inhale, walk your feet up to your hands, forward fold. And inhale all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale your hands through heart center. Stand in your Tadasana. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step to the top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. 5 deep breaths here. You can pedal through those feet if you'd like to get more of a calf stretch going too, as long as your tailbone is still pointed towards the sky. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice flat back. Head relaxed between your biceps. Inhale, walk up to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart center. We're gonna do some chair pose practice. We're not gonna hold it for a long time, but we're gonna practice. It's extra tricky for anything with balance because we're on the thicker mats, but that's okay. If you fall or stumble, it's not a big deal. It's like a toddler learning how to walk, right? They just get up and then you push that boundary a little bit further each time and you get better a little bit at a time, okay? So we're gonna start with our hands at prayer. Normally you'd have them up, but because we're new, we're gonna start here. And our toes are gonna be together or slightly apart, whatever you're more comfortable with. Inhale, your back is up straight. Exhale, you're gonna sit back like you're sitting into a chair. It does not matter how far you go down. It can be just a small chair, but you want to have your shoulders up nice and tall and your back up nice and straight. So the depth of the chair doesn't matter as much as keeping your back up straight. We're gonna inhale and stand. Is everyone holding their breath for that? Make sure you breathe. Exhales, inhales. Okay. Inhale, exhale, sit in your chair and breathe. Hips back, weight on the heels. Inhale, stand up. One more time, inhale, exhale, sit in your chair. Breathe. Gotta bend your knees, Pat. There you go. Inhale, stand up straight. And do one more balancing pose right now, okay? Olivia, if this bothers your back at all, just, yes. Perfect. You're gonna step forward with your right foot, putting more pressure on your right than your left. Go up on to the toes of your left. Keeping that back nice and straight, you're gonna pick one spot on the floor in front of you to look at. And you're gonna start to hinge forward into your warrior three.
I do not balance at all.
If you wanna put your arms out, you can. Does not matter how far you hinge, as long as you're trying to create balance on that right foot. Strong right foot, strong left foot. You have to kick out while you tilt. So the best way to find the balance if you're having a hard time is go slow. Come up on your toe, make sure you're balanced before you even bring your foot off the ground. Pick that spot on the mat in front of you. And if you feel strong there, then you slowly start to come off the ground. Even if you just stay here the whole time, that's fine. That's still gonna push past your boundaries of where you were already at. Eventually you'll come down to here, and that's fine. Go ahead and come back and step back into your, have your feet meet. We're gonna step forward with our left foot. Come up on the toes of our right. Balance here first. When you're ready, tilt down into your warrior three. Good job, guys. No, you're going. Keep going. Keep that left leg strong. You can bring your arms out like a T if you'd like.
Yeah.
Go ahead and step that right foot down. Bring your feet back together. We're going to try one more on each side, okay? Step forward with the right. Pick that spot. Get strong on that right leg. You should feel your muscles activating all the way up through your glutes on the right side. And then you're activating the left leg to kick. The harder you kick, the more evenly you will tilt. Again, if you want to bring your arms out like a T, you can. Strong hands, you're pulling from each direction. Your arms are active. All right, go ahead and step back. Left side one more time. Step forward with the left, come up onto the back toes. Get that left leg nice and strong. Make sure you're breathing too. Don't hold your breath during this. You're gonna inhale and you're gonna try to come forward onto that left leg. Inhale and exhale. Bring those shoulders away from your ears. Kick with that right foot. Step back. We're gonna bend our knees like we're going into our chair. We're gonna place them on the ground and we're gonna walk up into our downward dog. And then Place your knees on the mat and press back into your child's pose. Inhale up onto your toes, and inhale your right foot between your hands, or close to between your hands. Turn your left foot at a 45-degree angle. You're gonna come up with your hands on your hips first. Your feet should be on two separate train tracks, so they're not in one line. You want them on two separate lines. In line with your hips face forward. All your hips should be facing me. It's gonna be tight if you have tight hips, it's gonna be hard to rotate. And you're gonna bend into the right knee. Try to make sure that you're not crossing this knee over the toe. If you are, you gotta step forward more. And when you're ready, you're gonna inhale your arms up for your warrior one. Shoulders relaxed, arms straight and strong. Take some nice deep breaths. Then bring your hands down to your mat. Push back into your downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. If you'd like to go into your up dog, this is where you'd use your arms to push into your up dog. As long as your shoulders are away from your ears. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right foot down at a 45-degree angle, hands on your hips. Rotate your hips forward. Bend into that left leg now. When you're ready, inhale your arms up, warrior one. Nice deep breaths here. Warrior one does a lot of good things for our body. Not only does it stretch out our legs and our hips and makes them stronger, but it's also helping to build bone density in your pelvic bone. Exhale your hands down. Step back into your downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, you're gonna step it to the outside of your right foot, and you're gonna hold here for just one breath. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step to the outside of your foot. Inhale, leg up high. Exhale, step to the outside of your foot, and go ahead and drop your left knee down. We're gonna move into our humble warrior. You can either stay right here, or if you have the flexibility, you can come under your forearms. If you're gonna go under your forearms, go onto your right forearm first and then your left. You don't have to, you can stay right here. Put your left toes into the mat. Inhale. You're going to kick that right leg up again. This is your three-legged dog. And then place it back on the ground for your downward dog. Inhale to the top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left foot. Take one deep breath here. Inhale, kick the leg up. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left foot. Drop your right knee to the ground, right toes to the ground. If you're gonna go onto your forearms, left forearm down first, then right. Either way, make sure your shoulders are rolled back away from your ears. This is your humble warrior. Inhale, kick that left leg up, and then set it back down and adjust into your downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Then you can set your knees on the mat and push back into your child's pose. Inhale, come to your tabletop. That's where your wrists and hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Now inhale, your right arm straight out like a T. You're gonna gaze at a spot right underneath your head. You're gonna look at that spot the whole time. You're gonna exhale, you're gonna feed your hand underneath your left arm, looking at that spot until the very last second, then you're gonna place your shoulder on that spot. This is called thread the needle. Your hips are up to the sky. Inhale, come out the same way that you went in. We're gonna flow this a little bit, okay? Make sure when you come out that you're not bringing your hand up too high. You just want it at shoulder height. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, come out the same way you went in. One more time on an exhale, thread the needle. And now we're gonna stay here for just a moment. Take some breaths. Feel the stretch in your shoulder, in your back. Olivia, is your back okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that knee supposed to come out?
Yeah, your knees are down. There you go. On an inhale, come up and unwind. Do some shoulder circles if you need to get some flow back into that shoulder. Place the right hand back on the mat. Inhale the left arm up. Same thing, but on the other side. Exhale, thread it through. Set the shoulder down for one breath. Inhale, bring it back up to a T. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, up to a T. Exhale, thread it through, and this time you're gonna hold it on the left side. Tailbone up to the sky, top of the toes are on the mat. Try to relax that threaded hand, so that left arm, try to let it relax down. Let your shoulders relax down, not towards the ground, but towards your tailbone. Inhale and come up and meet in your tabletop. Push back into your downward dog. Walk those heels down one at a time, bending one knee at a time. Stretch out those calves really well. Place your knees on the ground. You're going to, if you need your knees close together for this, that's totally fine. You can sit, everyone can sit up like this. We're gonna try to sit between our legs. If you cannot do that, that's fine. You can sit on your legs. We're gonna try to keep the tops of our feet flat on the ground. If they need to go out sideways, that's fine too. It's gonna be different for everyone's flexibility level, okay? So I'm gonna widen my legs out like this, and I'm gonna sit between my feet. The tops of my feet are flat on the ground. If you can't do that, bring your legs together and sit on your feet. We're gonna put our hands behind us with our fingers facing our knees, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall. And we're gonna breathe. If you can't reach the ground, just grab your feet. Now we're gonna try to, if you can, try to walk your hands back just a little bit, keeping your back nice and straight, pinching those shoulder blades together. Now, if you have more flexibility, you can come down onto your forearms and you can let your head drop back. Maybe you can even come down onto your shoulders. I would say if you're uncomfortable, stay on your hands. Don't get stuck.
What if you're uncomfortable on your hands?
Well, if you're uncomfortable on your hands, then you're just stuck being uncomfortable. Yoga is a little bit about discomfort on a regular basis. All right, exhale and slowly walk forward from wherever you're at. Come onto your tabletop and shake out one leg and then shake out the other. And come through to sit with your legs out in front of you. Hands by your hips, fingers pointing towards your toes. Shoulders rolled back, sitting up nice and straight. Point your toes, flex your toes. Inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna inhale your right knee to be bent. The right foot is right next to your left knee. Take your right arm in front of you. You're gonna put the elbow crease right on the outside of your knee if you can. And your right arm goes behind you. Inhale, you're gonna sit up nice and tall. Exhale, you're gonna rotate to the right. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, rotate to the right. Good job, guys. Make sure you keep breathing, okay? Really try to expand your rib cage each time. Exhale, unwind. Place that foot back on the ground. Bring the left foot up. Bring that right arm out. That crease around the outside of the knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale up straight. Exhale to rotate. Inhale up straight. Exhale to rotate. Take nice deep breaths. If anywhere's tight, try to breathe into that area and see if you can loosen it up. In yoga, your breath is called your pranayama, which is your life force. It's your healing energy. So you have to take those deep breaths in order to loosen, release, and let things go. And exhale, unwind. Bring those feet back together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up to a straight back. And then you're gonna bring your legs out as far as you can while keeping them as flat as you can, okay? If you have some bend in your knees, it's not a big deal. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. You're gonna inhale your back up straight, exhale, and you're gonna try to just tiny walks forward with your fingers. It's not a lot of movement. This is your wide leg forward fold. Each inhale, Fill up all the way. Each exhale, try to walk just a little bit further. You can have your hands out further if that's more comfortable on your shoulders, whatever you'd like. Walk your hands over to the right leg. Walk your hands back to the center. Walk your hands over to the left leg. Walk your hands back to the center. Bring your legs back together. We're gonna attempt at some pigeon posing. It's gonna be challenging, but we're gonna try, okay? I was gonna skip it and I decided that you guys needed it more than you didn't. So from your tabletop, you're gonna bring your right knee forward and your right foot across, like you're trying to bring your right foot to your left hand. Sort of like rocking it. And then you're gonna walk your left leg back away from your hips and set your foot down. And then you're gonna come down onto your forearms. And then if you'd like to, you can come down all the way down onto the ground wherever your comfort level is. Just relax your upper body. If you did only one stretch every single day, because you all practice martial arts, this would be the stretch I would tell you to start with. If you only did one a day, this would be it. This would be your starting point. Try to get well at this.
How do you get your hips down?
You don't have to wear your hips tight. That's why it's not going down, and that's fine right now. It'll naturally come down when your hips loosen up. Yep, just try to be even on your elbows right now, and your hips, you want to try to be even on your hips, but with them being so tight, it's going to take some time. Go back onto the palms of your hands. You're not going to move your legs at all yet. Bring those shoulder blades down your back. Just a slightly different stretch from here. Put those left toes into the mat, lift up that left knee off the ground. Let that left hip sink down a little bit, get into those hip flexors. What?
I was making fun of a lot. I bring my left hip, the left side of my hip down.
Yeah, you're gonna let the left drop just a little bit because you're lifting the knee up, and that'll bring more stretch into the hip flexors here. You're gonna go ahead and press back into a tabletop. Left knee to left wrist, left foot to right wrist, or as close as you can get it. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. This is all a practice for a reason. It's called a yoga practice, right? Walk that right leg back, put the knees or the toes on the ground. You walk down onto your forearms or all the way flat, wherever you're comfortable. Inhale your hands up on, so your palms are flat. Your hands are close to your left knee. Your shoulder blades are down away from your ears. You have a little bit of a active back bend. Should be feeling a nice glute stretch on the left side into the hamstrings or the IT band and the right hip flexors. Put those right toes into the mat, lift up the right knee, let the right hip drop a little bit more, get even more into those right hip flexors. And move your hands wide, press back into your downward dog. You can shake out a leg or 2 legs if you need to. Pedal your feet back and forth, whatever movements you need to do. Then you're gonna walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. You're gonna go and stand up in your Tadasana. Okay? We're gonna practice a yogi squat. Okay? And step out wide. Toes are pointed outward slightly. Your hands are going to be at heart center. You're going to come down with a straight back. Adjust your feet as needed. Elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows, hands pressing together. The back is up as tall as you can get it. And we're going to breathe. Go ahead and put your hands on the mat. And you can come to seated. Go ahead and roll back to flat.
Oh yeah, go on like this one.
We're not to Shavasana yet. Hold your horses. Roll your right knee up and you're going to grab around your knee. And you pull your knee into your chest for now. Now you're going to try to pull into your right armpit, going around your ribcage. Now take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm out like a T. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left, look to the right.
That was the pop I was waiting for.
I'm still waiting for some.
I'm ready for drugs.
Pull it over. Just like a back twist.
If you leave your hand palm up, it's a nice chest stretch too.
Then we're gonna
I've got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Inhale back to the center. Pull that right knee in for just a second and then let it go out flat. Inhale the left knee. Bring it into the chest.
$60 for deep tissue yesterday, a waste of money.
Inhale and go around your ribcage to your armpit. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left arm out like a T. Inhale, exhale to rotate to the right, face to the left. Inhale, back to center. Pull that left leg in for just a second, then let it go out flat. Inhale your arms above your head and stretch as far as you can. Toes away from your hands, hands away from your toes. And then roll your shoulders underneath your back, palms face up. Bring your right leg, kick it out away from your hip and bring it to the right corner of your mat. Left leg, kick it out away from your hip, bring it to the left corner of your mat. Now we're gonna lay in Shavasana. This is your quiet, internal time. You can focus on your breathing, your intentions for the day. You can scan your body from toes to head to feel the differences in your body. We're gonna let everything settle. It's said that in yoga, Shavasana or corpse pose is the most important pose. To sit in quiet for a few minutes and feel the changes. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.